Yes, this is a very, very big reason why people avoid change. This is a big reason why people stay in situations that are unhealthy. This is another reason why people are dishonest and lie to themselves. People are more interested in what they're going to get out of something than they are in the truth of life. I'd rather be a phony and a liar and a con man to have what I think I'm going to get out of that than to risk not having that and be truthful and honest. I'm not criticising the liar and the cheat and the con man. I'm just saying this is what we do. We put more importance on the actions that are promising to get results. We become so superficial in this way. We become so goal orientated. And in that goal orientation, we've overlooked the truth, the reality of ourselves, what really matters, being honest with ourselves. We're so frightened of what we might lose. We're in a shit relationship. We're frightened of being alone. We're frightened of losing the lousy relationship we have. So frightened of what we might lose that we don't give ourselves a chance to have anything new. We're so frightened of what the truth may reveal that we avoid the truth. We're so frightened of speaking the truth in case someone gets upset with us that we conform and speak the lie. We behave the way we're supposed to behave even though it's completely against how we would naturally behave if we lived in a free society. So consequently, the effect this has on us is that we're so frightened of what being truthful may bring about. It will bring about changes in our life. And we're frightened of those changes because deep down there is a sense that the truth will reveal something that will bring about a change. And a change will be chaotic. A change will be disruptive. A change will shift your life in ways that you don't know. You don't know where it's going to take you. When you lie and you manipulate, you know where that's going to take you. When you use a meditation technique to achieve a certain state, you know where that's going to take you. It's going to take you into the state caused by that technique. But when you drop all that and you just come back to being yourself and be really true to yourself, what is it like to be me? I'm not going to manipulate me. I'm not going to manipulate what it feels like to be me. I'm not going to manipulate what I'm saying, and I'm not going to manipulate what I'm doing just to fit in. I'm going to be myself. I'm going to express myself as myself, not to hurt anybody, but just to be true to myself. And this is disruptive. This brings about change. But the change it will bring about is a rediscovery of what it is to really be you. At first it's very disturbing because many things will fall away, people will fall away. But these people are not really in relationship with you or caring about you in the first place. They're in relationship with the idea of yourself that you present, the idea they want you to be, and the idea you have become in order for them to be attracted to you in the first place. But when you can be yourself, you'll find that'll be uncomfortable for a lot of people. It'll be uncomfortable for yourself at first too. But in the long run, nothing will be uncomfortable for you anymore. When you have your sense of self, when you're true to yourself, you'll find you're no longer dependent on other people to make you feel satisfied, fulfilled, or worthwhile. This doesn't mean you're cold and uncaring. It's opposite happens actually. It's just that you're not needy. You're not dependent on how other people think about you or how other people talk about you. It doesn't mean anything because they don't know you anyway. This is a big step. This is a really big step. And we're frightened of these changes. We're frightened of being truthful. If we make that change, if we take that step, we don't know where it's going to go. But one little hint here is if you know where you're going, if it feels familiar, you're not changing, you're modifying. If it feels completely unfamiliar and you don't know where you're going, you're changing. You're going from what you knew into something you've never been before. And that's what change is like. You never know what's going to happen next. You never know what you're going to discover within yourself. It's just going to happen because change happens of its own volition. It is a natural function. It is not something we enforce through ideologies. It is not something we enforce through what we think. That's modification. And that's why meditation techniques don't work. That's why ideologies don't work. Nothing changes that way. All we do is modify. We turn the problem into a different problem. If you want to change, move in the direction that is completely unfamiliar. Get in touch with yourself in a way that you find most uncomfortable. And you'll find things will start to change. But they'll change simply because you're being yourself, not because you were trying to change that. If you try and change that, it's not going to change. But if you just be yourself, in the sense of yourself, this will allow change to happen. Whatever change that needs to happen, the main change that needs to happen in you and every other human being is for you to shrug off the effects and the influences that society has had on you to turn you into a person that is not true to you. That is the main change that needs to happen. If you are to feel completely solid, fulfilled, and whole in yourself. And that will be unfamiliar. Not just to begin with, but every single day of your life after that. I never know who I'm going to be tomorrow.